In this Renko chart day trading system video, we're going to set up the indicators for our charts and then discuss some of the system trades and rules that occurred during this trading period. You are looking at two E-mini Dow futures Renko charts. The right chart is a 5-brick chart and the left chart is a Renko 3-brick chart. Note that although there are trade setups that will be taken from the Renko 3-brick chart, it's the Renko 5-brick chart that is the primary trading system chart used for the system rules, for trade management, and setup brick counting. This will all be discussed further when we review some of the Renko trading system trades. So to begin with, I'm going to put the system indicators on the 5-brick Renko chart. These are the following. By name, TT envelope R, TT extreme, and TT VTY band. So let's begin. We'll go into the indicators. This is NinjaTrader. I'm sure you all know how to do this. I'm going to first put on the extreme indicator, push apply. Something to note is that we will use the default parameters for all indicators except TT envelope R, or which is the price envelope indicator. I'll show you that in a moment. Okay, so now we need to add the volatility band. So let's scroll down to there. Okey-doke. Add that. Apply. And now let's get the TT envelope R. Okay. You can see under the parameters for lower band and upper band that the default is the number 1. For the 5-brick chart, we need to change that to 0.06. So I'll do that. Hit apply and OK. And you are now looking at the 5-brick chart with the trading indicators that the system will use. Let's do the same thing for the 3-brick chart. For the 3-brick chart, we're going to use the price envelope again, TT envelope R, and TTMEXR. You can see there's a TTMEX and a TTMEXR. R stands for Renko. It's what we use for the Renko charts, what we use for this system. Let's add it, hit apply, and now the envelope, hit apply, and let's go up. Again, the lower band and upper band says 1. We need to change that specifically for the 3-brick chart, which is 0.035. So I'll change that. Hit apply, OK. And now we've got the indicators on the Renko 3-brick chart. Okay? So the next thing I want to do is discuss the trade setups. So let me make a quick screen print of these two charts so I can mark on them. So the trading period that I want to discuss is the one that goes from the high on the chart to the low on the chart, which is what you see on the left chart, the 3 brick, and then we'll also talk about the reverse on the 5 brick. In fact, let me label these real quickly before I go on. At the time of the high, we're actually in a system buy setup or system buy trade, which is important because all Renko brick counting starts from the last system trade. So it would be different when the system is in a trade versus is the system flat. So in this case, at the yellow dot on the 5 brick chart, we get a trade setup that is called a midline reject setup, and since the system was long, this trade is actually a reverse into sell. So the setup components for this trade, the price envelope reverses from green dots to red dots. There is a midline, which is the gray line inside the volatility bands, and it rejects. And the reject is a counter brick, in this case green brick, to the direction we will be trading. You also will note that you get an extreme indicator hook back below the lower extreme line. You can see this at the bottom of the chart with the yellow circle I just drew. So you're going to sell the midline reject reverse brick. So this will be the red brick. The green brick is the reject brick. The brick that goes back to the color of the trade you'll be taking is the reverse brick. It's the red brick, and we want to fill this at the bottom of the brick. That's the intended entry. Now, another important feature of the trading system is add-on trades. They may come from either the 5 brick chart or the 3 brick chart. The add-on rule is that add-on 1 must occur within 3 bricks of the price envelope reverse brick. That's the yellow brick. Add-on 2 must occur within 3 bricks of add-on 1. Now there is no add-on set up on the 5 brick. So let's look at the 3 brick for a setup that occurs within 3 bricks of the initial sell. And specifically, we are looking in this area right here, inside this yellow box. Okay, why this area? Because I know the time of the bricks, and the time of those bricks do fit with the time of the reverse brick and then the next 3 bricks. The add-on has to occur inside of these yellow lines. 1, 2, 3 bricks. Put another yellow line. Okay. Now, what are the time of all these bricks? Okay. The price envelope reverse brick says 9:20 and 12 seconds. And the time for that third brick is 9:31:54. Potential trades inside the yellow box would be these blue circles. Try that again. There we go. These two blue circles. And as far as the trade setups, those are your add-on trades are always going to be midline, reject, reverse trades. So you see the green reject bar, then the red reverse bar. You see another green reject bar and the red reverse or brick. And the second rule regarding MEX means that you have to have MEX flow for these setups. So what you want is look at this yellow line where MEX crosses. So you are moving to the downside. You go past that point, the green-red brick combination is with MEX flowing down, as is the second combination. If MEX was flowing up at the time, then there would be no potential trade setup. You need those two parameters for a 3-brick trade setup, okay? The two blue circles, what time are those? So the first one is 9:23:20 and the second one is 9:28:05. So they both occur inside of the 3 bricks. And the system has add-on setups at both of these yellow squares, or yellow dots. Okay? Something else that's necessary for add-ons is your price extreme has to be either below the lower extreme line, or you would have to get another hook below the lower extreme line. Just note that if you get a midline reject trade setup, but the hook is from the above the upper extreme and then goes below it, that is not the component for the trade setup. Sells must be a hook back below the bottom extreme line or underneath that line at the time of the trade, and that is the way this works for both of these trade setups. So we're actually short on 3 consecutive bricks: the initial trade and 2 add-on trades. Now, regarding profits, the trading system is based on taking 3 contract trades. Now, it can be traded with 2 bricks, but that would change some of the management parameters. So I'm reviewing a set of trades that I took. They're units of 3 contracts. I'm actually trading 6 contracts, so 2 units, but still managing in units of 3. Okay. For the initial trade, partial 1 equals 4 bricks. So let's mark partials, and I'm going to do the initial trade in blue squares. 1 brick, 2 bricks, 3 bricks, 4 bricks at the blue square, and partial 2 equals 3 bricks after partial 1. So let's count those bricks, and there are 3 bricks. So the initial trade has two partials at the low. What about the add-on trade? Okay, the add-on partials for add-on 1 are partial 1 equals 4 bricks, partial 2 equals 3 bricks. And let's mark those in orange squares. So starting with yellow dot 2, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we need 3 more bricks to get partial 2. Well, we only go down 2 bricks. So 2 partials on initial trade, but only 1 partial on add-on 1. Add-on 2 has a partial 1 of 3 bricks, not 4 bricks. Partial 2 is 3 bricks. And then if you're in 2 add-ons and you get partial 1, 3 bricks, partial 2, 3 bricks, and you get 3 more bricks of profit, you exit add-on 2. So let's mark these in purple squares and start counting from the third yellow dot. Brick 1, brick 2, brick 3. So yes, you do have a partial, but again you only go 2 more bricks, so you don't have partial 2. So that is the midline reject trade and the partial profits that it has been able to get. Now a potential band extreme reverse setup. So first of all, I want you to note all band extreme reverse trades come from the 5 brick chart. Okay, we don't do any brick counting on the 3 brick chart. Consequently, 5 consecutive bricks on that chart don't mean a thing to us. The only setups we get from the 3 brick chart are the midline reject reverses with MEX flow. They could be initial trades. For instance, let's say that we never got a trade set up on the 5 brick at yellow dot 1, but after the price envelope reverse, we got a 3 brick trade set up, which we did at the blue circle. Well, in that case, yellow dot 2 would actually be the initial trade, not an add-on, because the 5 brick did not have an initial trade set up. Okay? The trade setup rules for a band extreme reverse. You must have 5 consecutive bricks from the last system trade. And so you know that the last system trade is yellow dot 3, and I'm going to just put a blue circle on around that to mark it. Okay, so that's where we'll start counting from. We need a volatility band reject. Our extreme indicator must break above the lower extreme for a buy, or below the upper extreme for a sell, and then you'll trade the counter brick. So in this case, do we have 5 consecutive red bricks from the last system trade? We're looking for red because we're in a sell. So let's start counting from the yellow dot, blue circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we get a break of the extreme indicator back above the lower extreme line? Well, let's take a look. Yeah, that happens at the yellow circle. And then do we get a counter brick after 5 bricks? The answer is yes, and it's 5 plus consecutive bricks. We could have got this move could have gone 8 bricks before you got the green brick. So it would have been 5 or more. We just would have gotten partials we didn't get. But when we get the counter brick on the band reject with the extreme breaking back above the lower line, we will go long at the yellow dot. Again, the intended entry is the high of the brick. Okay? The trade partial profits are the same for the band extreme reverse as they are for the midline, Renko midline reject. So we are looking for 4 bricks after the buy brick for partial 1. Do they have to be consecutive bricks? No. You have to have 4 bricks of profit. So let's start counting bricks, and if we get a profit, I'm going to mark that again with a blue square. So where is the next brick above the entry? Well, that would be here and here, so that's only 2 bricks. Let's go to the right. 3 bricks, 4 bricks. We got a partial profit. If there are no 3 brick add-on trades, okay? And we get 5 consecutive green bricks followed by the red brick, the counter brick, after the last system trade, there will be a band extreme reverse sell. Okay, there didn't happen to be a Renko 3 brick trade setup, so we will count bricks from where? We need 5 consecutive green bricks. For the band reverse sell, the bricks need to be consecutive, not for the profit. So let's take a look. Where is brick 1? Okay, so we'll go back to the right, and you can see where the yellow dot is. That is the first green brick above the buy entry after we went red, green, red and didn't get a sell set up. So we're still long. And you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sell the red dot on the band reject, and you can see how the extreme moved back below the upper line. So we are short at that brick. Now, the yellow dot buy is a reverse of all of the cells, so that's also the exit for all the cells that are open. The yellow dot on the red brick is a reverse out of the buy. There was no add-ons. There's only 1 partial, so you'd be reversing out of your remaining 2 contracts or 2 units of the buy long. And depending on what happens from here, we'll either get more profits or potentially a losing trade. So this ends this video for the Renko day trading system indicators and the basic system entry rules for the two system trade types. We also included add-on trades, how that affects brick counting for a possible band extreme reverse, the partial profits that were taken for the add-ons. I realize we didn't talk about, initial stops, and these were, easy trades, if you will. Sometimes there's a little confusion. Really not much if we just follow the rules. But initial stops on a losing trade, which we weren't affected by here, as well as exits that aren't related to reverses like we got here, are also important part of the system. So you'll go to the Renko chart day trading system page, and you know that you'll be able to get your systems rules manual there for discussions of these other items. And additionally, this same page has numerous videos that are growing just about every day, all that are reviewing system trades and the related trading rules.